test walk. Is that your walk? Cheers!
Cheers!
So, welcome back to another Carpenter's Daughter video. Last Saturday, I got to go to Makers Central, and it was at the Birmingham NEC. It was the first of its kind here in the UK, organised by fellow YouTuber Nick from NZ Woodturning. And it was so exciting where brands, YouTubers and fans could all meet and just generally inspire each other and have fun. And it was cool to finally meet people in person that I'd spoken to online as well. And although it was quite a small venue, I was worried I'd get bored within a couple of hours, but to be honest, I still never managed to get round to every stall. So I'm sorry if I've missed anybody out. And I'll also leave the channel links to anybody in the video in the description below as well. But it wasn't just about woodworking, there was so many different kinds, from huge projects like the inspired Batmobile. Apparently multiple cars were used to create this, a couple being smart cars, and the main base was a Toyota MR2 Roadster. And if you think I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't worry, got that straight off the website. And there are absolutely loads of demonstrations as well, things you could try on, tools you could test, which is exactly what I was hoping for. And just lots of eye candy, like a router table, CNC machines that carve your name in carpenter's pencils, absolutely tons of artistic pieces as well, an interesting contraption here from Record Power with a hairdryer with some paint on the other side, and I even got a pre-warning off Average Joe's Joinery that I'd get mobbed. I didn't really, but I did not expect to get spotted by subscribers.
Sorry, you don't have to be in it.
Yeah,
I've just bumped into some subscribers, Joe and Jack.
hello there! Don't unsubscribe just because I'm on the channel.
They also had a stage pretty much the whole time with loads of huge YouTubers to give talks and demonstrations. Here's me trying to get in with my camera to see Jimmy Diresta, and unfortunately this was the closest I could get with my zoom-in camera lens.
So you can use the saw blade itself. I don't know how close the camera can see what you're doing.
But from what I've heard from other friends, he took the time to speak to anybody who wanted to meet him. We just never crossed paths, so I was quite gutted. There were loads of other things like tapestry, painted leather, and you could see them in action as well. There were also quite a few stalls with vintage tools and things that you could buy, and something that I particularly loved was the community feel that it had, because so many pieces were showcased around where YouTubers had made things for the show. And that's Nick the man himself. But something that really inspired me, and I can't wait to actually give it a go, is carving spoons. Because some of you know that I renovate my house, but I also have a food blog. I just think making things for my food blog where I can use them as food props as well just sounds total bliss. And the exhibitors on this one were Lee Stoffer from Covert Craft and Chris from One Day Woodcraft. And this alone impressed me, a whisk from a Christmas tree, and it was solid as well. And here's John, Paul and Carol waving to say hello. There's a lot of waving in this video. And then to my surprise, I got asked for my first autograph.
I'm sorry, that's the best I can do.
Thank you very much.
Your name is?
Ian.
I don't.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers. Enjoy your coffee.
And then for 11:45, I headed straight to see Christina at Mano Mano because it's her I've got to thank for making me think differently about my YouTube channel.
I feel like I've made some great friends over at Mano Mano because I have worked with a lot of other brands before on my food blog, but my DIY blog I hadn't, and I didn't really know my potential, and the team that really helped.
But looks like I broke the TV.
Look, it's making sound! Hello, guys.
Finally, challenge.
This girl can! This is Dave, a subscriber, Dave Williams.
Oh yeah.
Take 2, 3, 2, 1. Makers Central 2018!
Even better the second time.
And it was just cool to have a look at some of the tools, because I'm sure some of you know that I generally try not to buy them, only if I need it to get a job done. and I couldn't resist having a go at some hand carving on the Axminster stall. This is the base of a seat.
Just dip the handles down a little bit further. So we're aiming just to take off the high spots.
Well, I've got plenty of time to work on a technique. And they also had plenty of space for people to try pyrography. And now I'm trying to confuse Average Joe's joinery.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm very well, you?
And then we've got Evan and Caitlin in the background as well.
Right, ready, steady, pose.
And if any of you tried the Triton Beat the Lamp, then please let me know what your time was below. I was probably the slowest one there, but I did manage to capture John Clothier getting it in about 49 seconds, which was much more impressive than mine.
Just make it.
And finally, thank you to Martin at MG Makes for sending me this footage. Quite a few of us were invited to some VIP drinks, but I left early to go camping, and this is what I missed out on. So maybe I'll catch you all next time.